Hi guys, today's a video that was requested by one of you guys, and I always screenshot the comments, so I've got a long list of video ideas and suggestions that I'm going to work with and take inspiration from, so you want to stay tuned for the upcoming few weeks and into next year. And I have a few challenges as well. Towards the end of the year I'll be doing some exciting challenge videos, which I've done around last Christmas time as well. So I'm going to be talking today about the subconscious mind and signs that you will see and ways in which you'll experience knowing that your subconscious is saturated. So basically what you go through whilst manifesting to know that it's working on your end internally. So for you, you will see these signs and positive changes in your thought process, and it's basically showing that the subconscious mind has taken in, the information, your affirmations, and just starting to accept your desire as a reality. So if you want to hear all about this and how to know that your mind is being saturated, then stay tuned. And of course, please do thumbs up and subscribe and turn on that notification bell, because you'll be able to stay updated with everything coming out, all my newest videos. I do a lot of short videos as well, so you'll be notified as one of the first people to be able to view my videos. And yeah, in terms of also being the first to watch them, I do release all my manifestation videos one day earlier with no adverts for members. So if you'd like to become a member, you can just click the link below to join. So I do also offer coaching, which is my final update as part of my intro before we get into the content of this video. So I can coach with you guys one-on-one if you would like personalized help and you have questions you'd like to ask. The lighting just changed, sorry about that. The sun is going in and out behind clouds. So yeah, the lighting might change throughout this video. Anyway, I offer one-on-one coaching, so you can work with me via email or Instagram DM, which also I offer video calls via Instagram. So that's a new thing that I've launched, and it's very, very popular. So you do want to get in touch if you'd like to book that in. And yeah, those are my updates. And now let's start the video. Now, I am going to, of course, say who this was requested by, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but your username is Lavanya Duby. Something like that. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that correctly, but I think, yeah, that's who requested this video, and it's about the subconscious mind being saturated. So thank you very much, because it's a very interesting video topic. You guys actually give me very, very great niche video topics that I think not that many coaches talk about. So I appreciate that. And my first point is that basically the subconscious mind being saturated is the actual cause that leads to the effect of your 3D reality conforming. So in order to get your manifestation and for that desire to be created in your physical 3D reality, the subconscious mind being saturated is what causes it. This is what leads to that end result coming in. And a reminder for you guys that I have spoken about in previous videos is that everything already exists. So your subconscious mind being saturated is what is bringing that into your reality, because you're not literally creating the desire, you're not literally creating the relationship. That already exists as a concept, as an experience. You're just bringing it into your physical experience. And you also don't need to fully believe your affirmations in order for them to manifest. You don't need to fully believe that you have it. You don't need to be 100% certain or like in this delusional state of literally thinking it's right there in front of you. Your SP sat there next to you having dinner with you. You don't need to literally believe it and think it or be in that type of delusional state. That's absolutely not what manifestation is about. It's just about the power of your mind and, working to convince your mind and, recognizing the 3D, but then pushing it aside and not focusing on that, just continuing to repeat and tell yourself, no, I have this outcome, I have this outcome. So yeah, you don't need to literally believe it for it to manifest. That is the goal that you're working towards, and you keep going because that's what makes it permanent, but you don't have to get to that point for it to come here. It's about your subconscious mind being saturated. A lot of people get their desire while still doubting or wavering a little bit. Obviously, they're, putting the work in and thinking this right way, but they can still have moments of wavering, or they can still break down and cry and think, oh my gosh, I'm so frustrated with this process. But then they get back on track and they say, no, I'm going to apply my mental diet, going to loop my affirmations. So you do have to put the work in terms of your, mindset and the way you think, but it can still come here whilst your mind is, conforming. So as long as your mind is being saturated with the repetition, and the repetition is important because that's what creates a belief. It's again, most of the times we cannot tell ourselves something just once. Usually for most desires, you know, it will take, unless it's something very simple that is pretty normal for your day-to-day life, it's going to take repetition, and I stand by that as a coach. But you don't have to or be at 100% to get your desire. I and many other people have had experiences where I've still doubted it, or I've not really believed it. I've not gone through my day being, oh, I'm so confident, I know this thing is going to happen, I know I'm going to get this, it's here right now, and I've still received my manifestation. So yeah, just stay relaxed, because as long as you're putting in the work and you're trying your best to think positively and think from the new version, that's the most important thing, that's the main thing. So you don't have to fully believe it, but if your subconscious mind is being saturated, just wanted to start off the video talking about these facts, then you're putting in the right amount of work, and that is what is creating your results. So you just need to keep going, and don't worry about not yet believing your affirmations. Now, once it is a full belief, which is, again, you do keep working towards that, you don't stop affirming, but I'm just saying that you can still physically receive the manifestation before you fully believe it, but you do want to, regardless, keep working towards fully believing it. So keep putting in the work, keep repeating those affirmations, because once it is a belief in your mind, and for you, it's just an assumption, it's something you wouldn't really think the opposite, you just believe this is the most realistic outcome, this is what is happening in my reality. That's when it becomes a permanent normal fixture in your life. That's when it is literally like a fact. The same way you think, my best friend texts me every day, like we speak all the time. The way you would think that, or the way you would think, you know, I get up every morning to go to work, to go to school. Like you just believe that that's a fact, that's part of your daily routine. And it's just what you assume you need to do the way things are. It's just the action you naturally take and the assumption that you have. Yeah, to get to work every day, I get up in the morning. So that's what your belief is eventually going to be. It's going to be, yeah, SP loves me. Like it's not even going to be a question. Whatever your manifestation is, it's going to become a belief. And that's when it becomes a fact to you. Of course, the 3D reality reflects it as a fact. So it will be completely consistent from that point. But that, you know, takes time. I have videos talking about that as well, you know, but yeah, essentially you just want to keep going until it's a belief. The old story will fade away more and more when your subconscious mind is saturated, and you're obviously, you know, once your subconscious starts to think and start to believe and, you know, let go of those old assumptions, because you're putting so much new information about the opposite in, you know, that SP loves you, or SP texts you, or you have this amount of money in your bank account, you weigh this amount, your hair is this long, whatever it is, you know, you are this height. That is when the old story starts to be erased from the subconscious mind and replaced with new information, which is, you know, the desired outcome that you're repeating to yourself. And the old story will just fade away from the conscious mind, which is mainly controlled by the subconscious. So the more you repeat that, and the more the subconscious starts to take it in and say, okay, maybe this is a fact, maybe this is the way our reality actually goes, the old story will just start to fade away. You won't think about it as much, you won't spiral. It will all just become a lot more positive and kind of easygoing for you. Like you won't worry as much about the old story. And of course you'll start to feel, oh, lighting is so messed up right now, never mind. You'll start to feel a lot more confident in your ability to manifest, but also in that actual outcome. So as I said, you'll start to believe it and work on creating that belief more and more. It will just start to feel more believable to you, and you'll just feel confident in getting that end result. It will start to feel realistic and like it's something that's actually going to happen in your reality, and just in your overall ability to manifest. You won't question the process, you won't question yourself, you'll just start to feel and think as if it's easier, this is actually going to happen, I'm doing it right, this feels good, this feels, you know, the way it's meant to be. Like it will all just kind of like the pieces will fit together. And in regards to my previous video of signs that your SP is conforming, of course birds before land are a big part of that, and signs in general, like synchronicities is something as well I wanted to mention. And I think I've spoken about this in quite a few previous videos, even videos from like a few years ago when I first started getting into manifestation. And yeah, you'll get birds before land and just these synchronicities that align. Things that remind you of your memories with your specific person, or the career path that you're manifesting, anything that you're working on, whatever you're manifesting as a result. You'll get synchronicities and signs that maybe only make sense to you, maybe are just part of your personal memories and are so specific that you just can't deny it. You'll be like, this was meant for me. I've had that many times. Even random things. I'll be watching TV shows and like right now, maybe some people will be like, why are you watching that? But I'm binge watching Glee right now, and because it's on Disney Plus. I used to love it. I just love it. It's a really easy comedy watch. And I'm kind of binging it. Like when I need to watch something, that's what I put on. And guess what I'm seeing? Tons and tons of references to the show in the most random ways. Like, yeah, so even that, the fact that I'm saturating my conscious mind with Glee and it's being reflected in my day-to-day life, that is like a synchronicity. That is alignment of me focusing on something and then it's being reflected in my reality. So you'll notice this as well. If you start to pay attention, you'll see that, you know, your workplace or your school, your best friend, whatever it is, you'll be reminded of all these things in these really wonderful, weird synchronicities and alignments. So when it comes to saturating your mind with your manifestation, you will then see the synchronicity and alignment in birds before land and just things that remind you of that. That is, of course, as well a sign that your subconscious is being saturated, because it means that you focused so much on something that is being reflected back to you in your 3D reality, which means the end result is also being created. And another important sign, as we're coming to the end of this video, is about not being triggered by the 3D reality. So you will find that, like I said a few points ago, that you will just start to feel more confident. You'll feel better overall. You won't really feel triggered. You won't feel like, you know, you're doubting things or that things are not, you know, like the old story won't come up as much, whether it's from conversations or literal circumstances, as well as just your memories, the way you think. You won't feel triggered. You won't hear something negative or, you know, see something that reminds you of the old story or of not having what you want. And you just won't get in a panic. You won't start to spiral. You won't start to question things. You will see it and you'll just be like, you either won't even put significance on it, or you will be able to apply your mental diet. That means your subconscious is really starting to think from the new version more. And finally, another point is that you will automatically loop your affirmations. You will start to automatically repeat them and just, yeah, start to think your affirmations, whether it's an automated mental diet or just randomly. You'll be like, SP loves me, SP is texting me right now, or you'll be bored and maybe you're commuting to work or school or something and you'll just start looping in your mind. It will just come up as a thought. That is a sign that you're really being saturated because you're starting to automatically think from that version. So that is the end of this video. I hope it was informative. I think I mentioned a few points maybe I haven't touched on in the past, so I definitely think it would be a useful video for you guys. You can come back and rewatch it if you ever need a reminder. And yeah, please do thumbs up and subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!